I remember when I was growing up on Friday nights, my parents would bless my brother and sister and I with the traditional Hebrew blessing. And when they were done, they would give us each a special blessing. May you be the best Elizabeth that you can be. May you be the best Ben that you can be. May you be the best Rebecca that you can be. I think as a kid, I thought it was kind of silly and stupid, but when I got older, I realized they were telling us each that we should be ourselves, that that was the most important thing, to be the best us and not be someone else. I don't really think I understood the depth of that wisdom until I had kids of my own. And the best example of this is how my parents guided me through my education. I think I see it now as my kids are going through theirs. So I did really well in high school. I went to Wayland High, but I wasn't really engaged. And although I made the honor roll, I just didn't feel like I was being the best Elizabeth I could be there. So my parents helped figure out a solution, and I graduated early and went to Goddard College. Goddard College, where I could design my own curriculum, I could learn about flora and fauna in the woods, but mostly I could do photography every day, because that's what I wanted to do. I wanted to be an artist. And when I graduated, I felt like I had become the best Elizabeth that I could be. I lived in Vermont, I made a living as a photographer, but after a couple of years I thought, oh, maybe I should go to graduate school. There's probably a little more to it. So I decided that Rhode Island School of Design would be the place for me, that since I wanted to be an artist, there was not a better place. And I called my parents, because they're really good to talk to, and I just wanted to run this by them. It's not like they have answers. They just ask really good questions. So my mother said, wow, that's great. Rhode Island School of Design sounds fabulous. Do you think maybe you want to apply to just one other school? I was like, no, I'm pretty sure I'll get in. I was confident. I'd gotten grants. My father said, remember your favorite photographer, Minor White? He started this photography program at MIT. Dad, Minor White died a few years ago. There is no way any good art is happening at MIT. I underestimated my father. Brochures from MIT started showing up in my mailbox. Fine, Dad, fine, I'll come down and look. Okay, so it was a little interesting, but honestly, okay, so this was 1982. I mean, they were making art with computers. That definitely was not for me. So I applied to RISD, and just in the teeny event that my parents might be right, that I should try some other options, I applied to MIT. After months of waiting, the envelope from RISD came in my mailbox. I pulled it out, I ran up the stairs, I sat on my couch. I could imagine myself going to Rhode Island School of Design and being the best Elizabeth I could be. I could be an artist. But what if I didn't get in? Maybe I should wait till my roommate gets home before I open the envelope so I wouldn't be alone. I couldn't wait. And when my roommate came home, 2 hours later, I was still on the couch crying because I didn't get into RISD and I didn't know how I would be the best Elizabeth that I could be. So I called my parents, and my dad said, well, you know, sometimes something seems really bad, and it happens, and it seems terrible, and you think your life is over, but maybe it's not. Maybe something else will happen. You don't know. He was always saying stuff like that, you know, like a door shuts, a window opens somewhere else. A few days later, the envelope from MIT came in my mailbox. I did not run up the steps. I was pretty sure I didn't get in. I mean, the portfolio that I sent to RISD, which I got rejected, was the same one I sent to MIT. Plus, I went to Goddard. I had no grades on my transcript. I had these, like, evaluations that I had found myself. Maybe someone even said I was the best Elizabeth I could be. So I sat on my couch with the envelope from MIT. It was about this time of year. I thought, oh, you know what? I don't want to go through this crying on the couch thing. If I get rejected, maybe I'll just wait till Pesach. I'll bring the envelope down. I'll open it with my family. But I couldn't wait. I held the envelope in my hand. I opened it up. All I remember is the scream. Who the hell screamed? I'm alone in the room. What the? I got into MIT, but that's not why I screamed. I I screamed because I was going to have to go, and it was going to be the hardest thing I had ever done, to go from Goddard to MIT. Well, of course, it did help me be the best Elizabeth that I could be. And I have my parents to thank for teaching me that I can be outside of my comfort zone, but more importantly, that sometimes something really bad happens and you think your life is over, but maybe it's a window of opportunity opening. So now on Friday night, I feel very grateful that my parents are still with us, and they still bless me. And I get to watch them bless my kids. Be the best Max you can be. Be the best Lev you can be. Be the best Danny you can be. Thank you.